Blast me to the mortal realms! It's time for the Mad Merlins review of Warhammer Age of Sigmar Stormbringer, issue 70 by Hachette Partworks and Warhammer. Hello everyone, welcome back to another Warhammer Age of Sigmar Stormbringer video review. We're hitting issue 70, so there is just 10 issues to go after this, and yeah, we're done. So that is going to be 2.5 deliveries, I believe. Yeah. So 71, 2, 3, and 4. Next 75, 6, 7, and 8. Then 79, and 80. So yeah, we're coming up to the end of this, and hopefully soon after that we'll of course have the new 40k Combat Patrol part work. As I said, not interested in it. It's 9 armies, no terrain, which is kind of a letdown. I would like to see some sort of terrain pack with it. Maybe knock it back down to 8 armies and then throw some terrain in. Yeah, don't see the point of having two two Chaos Space Marine armies. We have Chaos Space Marines and World Eaters. So yeah, could have been a different faction entirely, perhaps. Maybe they just wanted to have a nice mix of factions, because we've got, what have we got? We've got 4 Xenos factions. So you get Orcs, Eldar, Kharadron Overlords, Leagues of Votan, Genestealer Cults, and of course Tyranids. So 5 Xenos factions. You get 2 Chaos factions, Chaos Space Marines and World Eaters. And then you get 2 Imperium factions, so Imperial Guard and Space Marines. So yeah, I must admit it's not the greatest. It says it's supposed to be a complete combat patrol experience. Every 20 issues gets you a complete combat patrol, but whether that is a single combat patrol or a double combat patrol, because really the Space Marine one could be finished in 5 issues, because it's literally the captain, the librarian, the Infernus Marines, the Terminators, and the chaplain on bike. The only way they could split it is if they take the smallest brew of Terminators and put that in a separate issue, much like they did with the Regent the Dreadnought from Conquest. But yeah, I'm probably going to do a full video about ranting about the collection and what I think about it. But for now, let's focus on issue in hand, which is issue 70. So sorry for that little tangent. Before we dive into the issue, don't forget to, of course, like this video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't, and drop me a comment down below. Are you looking forward to Combat Patrol? Or are you one like me who thinks, I can probably let it go, it's not that important for me? But yeah, I'm going to probably do a rant video all about that some other time. But I've spoken enough today, as I've done 4 issues of Stormbringer, an unboxing, and the yet to be filmed after this premium kit 4. Right, let's dive into issue 70 before I get lost in my own trail of thought. So this issue is pretty cool. We get a Warhammer Underworlds warband and one of the older ones as well. This is Ironskullz Boyz. And yeah, here we are. So 4 push fit models. They are, of course, Ironjawz, and they come with beautiful sculpted bases. So each one's nice and unique, and each one has a nice unique pose. So we've got chopper, double hand chopper over the head there. We've got double clubs. We've got an axe and double axe, and an axe and a chopper. So pretty cool. And yeah, Ironskull himself has this beautiful cape with furs on, so it really adds to the nice thematic of the army there. So yeah, pretty cool. Was a warband I missed in the early days, but I'm not too bothered by them. It's green skins, and I'm not the biggest green skin fan. But if I was, it would be one of the factions I would be into, the Ironjawz. So let's take a look then at our latest issue. So Ironskullz Boyz, learn about Nagash, and new battle plan. So what do we get in the full issue then? So we get Nagash, build, paint, collect and play articles for Ironskullz Boyz, order tactics, and Firebrand pass as our latest battle plan. So page 7 of Death is Nagash the Great Necromancer. Nagash goes by many names: the Supreme Lord of the Undead, the Great Necromancer, and the Undying King, among many others, most of them given by himself. In the world that was, Nagash rose from mortality to godhood during the Age of Myth in the Mortal Realms. Sigmar found Nagash and Shaiish trapped under a cairn of Realmstone. In need of allies, Sigmar freed Nagash, who joined the Pantheon of Order. He eventually got bored of playing goody two-shoes and broke away and formed his own pantheon, the Pantheon of Dead. So yeah, he created his Mortarchs to be his lieutenants. And yeah, he's not the nicest of chaps. So, as a god of the undead, he has, of course, various different factions under his control. So we have the Soulblight Gravelords, who are probably the most sane of the army. Nighthaunts, who are spectres. The Ossiarch Bone Reapers, who are, of course, literally made of bones. And probably my favourite, the Delusioned Flesh Eater Courts there, who see themselves as royal knights, but are actually mental cannibals. So yeah, and he has a Mortarch who rules over each of these. So Arkan the Black rules over the Ossiarch Bone Reapers. Manfred von Carstein rules over the Soulblight Gravelords, as I believe does Neferata. He's Mortarch of Grief. Lady Olander rules the Nighthaunts, and Orsharan, the Mortarch of Delusion, rules over the Flesh Eater Courts. But yeah, with rumours being that the Soulblight are going to splinter off into another sub-faction focusing on the Larmian, all female vampires, would be quite interesting to see, because, yeah, really, Neferata doesn't have her own main sort of army, really. She just has, you know, the same thing all the other vampire Mortarchs have, which is skeletons, zombies, etc. Moving on then, we have Ironjawz, page 5, and our Ironskullz Boyz. Oi, that shiny thing, what you got, giz it! So yeah, Ironskullz Boyz are a band of particularly brutal and nasty Ironjawz. Their undisputed meanness sees them charging headlong into battle to bash, smash, and headbutt the enemy, only stopping when the foe runs away, is chopped into pieces, or is ground into something close to a paste. But yeah, for Orcs, they are actually seekers more than fighters. So they were descended into the mirrored city of Shadespire, seeking looting shiny things for of course Ironskull himself. So you see Ironskull here with the double axe. We have the double clubbered dude, the double-handed axe, and the axe and chopper there. So that's his team. So yeah, he's pretty cool. Nice, unique yellow with dark blue colour scheme. And we got the reasons they've joined the fight, their chosen tactics in the fight, and we have their names. So Gurzag Ironskull is the boss and leader of the team. We've got Hacker, Basher, and Bone Cutter. So yeah, great deeds to tick off once they've achieved them there. And yeah, pretty cool. So moving on, build guide. They are push fit models, so go together quite easily. You can of course use glue if you want to get a more permanent fix. So yeah, just make sure you build each one at a time so you don't get components mixed up. Moving on then, how to paint. So pretty much like any of the other Ironjawz in our collection, but we've only had one so far. So yeah, this is going to be a kind of a taster of what's to come for painting Ironjawz. So we start with a full over undercoat of Wraithbone, Auric Flesh for the flesh, Corn Red for the inside of the mouth, Abaddon Black for trousers and any other bits of undercloth. Lead Belcher for all the chainmail as well as the weapons. So you got the heads of the axe there. Catachan Flesh for the dirt. Outland Sunset for the yellow armour. Abaddon Black for the black armour. And his cloak. And yeah, loads of little details to pick out. So once you've painted certain areas, go back and touch up areas with lead belcher that you've missed or need to redo. Yeah, loads of small details. So chains, links, etc. Pick out. We got skulls and the teeth, of course, with Wraithbone, as well as the grips on some of the weapons. Catachan Flesh for all the leather details. So we're going backwards and forwards to colours quite a lot in this, but that's fine. It happens in painting. Catachan Flesh for the leather here. I'm surprised they haven't done Cantor Blue for the black armour, seeing as we have that paint in our collection. Dawnstone for the rocks. Mephiston Red for the eyes. And then we're on to shades. So Nuln Oil for all of our black and leather and metal details, as well as the earth. Agrat Earth Shade for any wrappings, as well as the rocks and the eyes. Folian Camo Shade on the skin. Vicon Flesh Shade on the armour, and Skeleton Horde on any skulls. Highlighting, so Corax White over the stones, Wraithbone over the earth, or green camo highlighting the skin, Squig Orange highlighting the tongue, Dawnstone on the black armour. Again, could have been Teclis Blue over the Cantor Blue, that would have been a lot better and matched the models depicted. But it is what it is. Dawnstone again for the fabric areas, Stormhost Silver for all the metals, Wraithbone to highlight the yellow armour, and White Scar for bandages and teeth, Baylor Brown for the leather, Wild Rider Red for the eyes, and Catachan Flesh for the rims of the bases. And there you have 4 Ironjawz Boyz. So yeah, I would have definitely done Cantor Blue, giving them a nice little bit different colour. Perhaps they thought it too bright and too clashy. So, unlike most warbands, these are a single unit. Yeah, so 4 guys in 1 unit. I believe you lose 1 model every time you take 2 wounds. So, Gurzag is a champion. Gurzag has a 5+ ward. Every other model in the unit has a 6+ ward. So they got Boss Choppers, 5 attacks, 3 to hit, 3 to wound, -1 rend, 1 damage. Big Chopper, 2 attacks, 4 to hit, 3 to wound, 1 rend, 2 damage. And then we got Smashers and Choppers, which are all 3 attacks, 3 to hit, 3 to wound, -1 rend, 1 damage. So they could have just done Smashers and Choppers profile, so 2 different profiles. But yeah, pretty cool. On the back then, we got our Dead Hard ability. So yeah, they all have a ward, with the boss getting the better ward. Some new order tactics to look at next then. So we got our Vigilors, so our bow dudes and dudettes. So pretty cool. Definitely looking forward to building mine. I haven't built them yet. But yeah, they're good at ranged attacks, a support unit, but they don't do too well in a hand-to-hand fight. And for the other unit, we got our most recent unit, of course, the Vanquishers. So Lightning Strike's abilities, they're a durable unit, but they are slow. So it's a good idea to have them set up in Sirens of the Storm and strike down. And yeah, the path clearers, they will literally, they're like a warm knife through butter. They'll chop through anything they come across. Finally then, we have our latest battle plan, Firebrand Pass. 3 heroes and 6 troops this time, so we're upping the troops. We have all 4 mats, 5 objectives, and short edge to short edge, not hedge, deployment zones. So yeah, 5 battle rounds, place 5 objectives, 6 pieces of terrain, rolling off winner chooses to deploy first or second. We have destruction in order territories. First turn makes a priority roll, 5 battle rounds, usual victory points there. But we have Meteor Shower, so units that do not move, charge or run during a turn will suffer D3 mortal wounds at the end of the turn, as it's easy to hit a non-moving target with a meteor. Just ask the dinosaurs. And okay, we don't have our cool little chart anymore. We just have a picture of order and destruction. So yeah, Ian and Eve give you some tips on what they're going to be taking and how they're going to set up and play through their battle. Looking into the future, next issue is a paint issue, which I believe is our last paint issue. We have Night Quest of Flesh and Coelia Greenshade, so some nice new colours to add to our armies. So it's a nice paint-focused issue. We also learn about the Skaven, yay, my favourite faction, who are getting the big treatment for the new edition. And we also learn about the Ossiarch Bone Reapers. Issue 72, we get a fantastic new hero for our Stormcast. This is Bastion Karthalos, the Lord Commander of the Hammers of Sigmar. And yeah, he's a beautiful model shown here with his hammer. You can build him in actually one of two ways. You can either have hammer in hand or a sort of a double grip hammer. Yeah, gonna be interesting. I'm not too sure if I want to go for the more open pose or if I want to go for the double-handed one to make him look more aggressive. I'll have to wait and see when I get mine. But yeah, paint guide for it shows Hammers of Sigmar, color schemes of course. I might paint him in Iron Thanes and have him as a different version of Bastion Karthalos. Yeah, looking forward to that. And we also kick off our final campaign and we learn about Archaon, the Ever-Chosen. So I'll bring everything back in and give you my final thoughts. So there we have issue 70 of Stormbringer. And yeah, nice taster for what's to come. We are getting 10 Ardboys in a future issue. I believe it is in the next delivery. I think it's issue 73 or 74. But yeah, we get 10 of the brand new Ardboys. And yeah, it's really nice that they've changed their mind from the old to the new Ardboys, as they are much better sculpts. These guys are good. They stand the test of time. It's an Underworlds warband. Nice little unit of 4 orcs. Ideal, they're nice and characterful, so you could use these for heroes in a sort of a tabletop roleplay sort of game. So yeah, pretty cool. All in all, pretty good issue. Some nice information, looking at the gash, nice paint guides as well. Just the same as the Ard Boss, but yeah, Mega Boss, even the Ard Boss. But yeah, all in all, a really good issue and looking forward to the next couple actually as well. So yeah, sorry for a little bit of a rant at the start. As I said, things are winding down now. We're into the last 10 issues. And I'm not too sure what I'm going to do about the Combat Patrol magazine. Not all that interested in all the armies. We don't know, well, we do kind of know when we're getting them, due to the premium kits. So premium kit 1 and 2 is Space Marines and Tyranids. Premium kit 1 is Tyranids and Space Marines. Premium kit 2 is, I believe it's Eldar versus Chaos. So we're going to get those two factions together. Premium kit 3, I forgot where I was. Premium kit 3 is the Leagues of Votann versus the... No, not Imperial Guard, it's the... What's the other faction I'm forgetting? I've forgotten. Leagues of Votann versus one of the other factions. The Orcs, there we go, the 3 killer cans. And then finally, it's the Genius of the Occults versus the Imperial Guard. Then probably after that, the World Eaters get nothing because you can use the Demon Prince as either. So yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how the magazine sets up. But like I said, I'll try and do an actual video for that. Probably when issue 1 drops in the stores, because I'll probably pick it up just for the cool models you get with it. But there we have it. Thank you all very much for watching. Until next time, stay safe and happy hobbying. Goodbye.